All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic day. We've got 15 MLB games on the slate today. It is getaway day for most of these teams. We're going to talk about every game as always, and I'm going to give you my 5 best bets. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Comment down below with your favorite play of the day. And join the Discord. Started posting some trends and other information in there. Absolutely free to join. Link is in the description below. All right, recap of yesterday. We went 3-2 up a unit. We had the Yankees first 5 minus a half a run. That got sweaty. Got it in the bottom of the 5th. We had the Angels and the Red Sox over 9. Just needed the Red Sox to score 1 run in extra innings, and we're guaranteed a push there, and they suck. We had the Orioles and Mariners over 7.5. This looked great in the first inning. Orioles were threatening right away. Ultimately, we just needed the Mariners to do something, and they didn't. So that was disappointing. I really thought the Mariners were going to score some runs. So shocking there. We had the Cubs and the Nats over 9. That was sweat-free. And we had the Yankees and the Twins parlayed together. That was a W, although it got a little nervous at the beginning, and then the Twins just absolutely opened up the floodgates and destroyed the A's. So 3-2 on the day, up a unit. We'll take it. All right, let's jump right into the slate. Rockies and the Marlins. All right, comment down below if you were on the Marlins again. Don't lie. Today we get Kyle Freeland going up against Cal Quantrill. I think you're okay to take the Marlins today. Rockies going for the sweep. Congrats to the Rockies. First series win of the season. So they are a stout 11-50 on the year. First team to ever, I believe, not get 10 wins before 50 losses. So congrats on the Hall of Shame. But yeah, I like this matchup. Cal Quantrill's been pitching really, really well as of late, going up against his old team. Kyle Freeland has been an absolute train wreck. Could I see the Rockies winning? Yes. But I actually think you're getting, that's not even true. I would say you're getting good value, but it's the Marlins. So once again, I'm going to fade this game. I am not touching this. I will tell you the Marlins are 8-8 in day games and the Rockies are 2-14. So there's an angle for you if you really want to jump on the fish. I'm going to fade it. Next game is going to be the Brew Crew and the Reds. What an ending to that Reds game last night. TJ Friedl robbed a game-tying home run in the bottom of the 9th to straightaway center. That was cool. Reds are, 4-4 at home when they start a lefty. So they got DL Hall going up against Andrew Abbott. Hall is probably not going to go that long, like 3 innings maybe, and then they'll turn it over to the pen. Andrew Abbott on the bump, 5-0 on the year, 1.51 ERA. He's been fantastic at GABP. He's got a 1.05 ERA. Now, the thing that scares me is that the wind is going to be blowing out, and he is the epitome of a fly ball pitcher. So he gives up a ton of fly balls. DL Hall is also a fly ball pitcher, but not to that extreme. I like the Reds here. The Reds. Now, there's a couple things I love and a couple of things I hate. Reds are 1-6 on Wednesday. In the last game of a series, they're 0-3. This is at home. Abbott is 8-3 in day games in his career, so I do like that. Milwaukee Brewers are 6-11 in day games on the road. Andrew Abbott is 3-0 in the first 5 of day games. So I just want to take the Reds' first 5. I don't want to take this bullpen into consideration. I don't like it. Brewers are 10-25 on the road when the starting pitcher has an ERA below 2. So a couple things I like. I don't love that the Reds suck on Wednesdays, but I do think that Abbott should have a pretty decent game. We have not seen him get shelled yet, although regression is coming. He's got an expected ERA of 3. So at some point we'll see regression, but give me the Reds on the first 5 here. Next game, Angels and the Red Sox. Red Sox, dude, what are you doing? They've lost 2 in a row. Angels on the road are just kind of demons. I'm not going to lie. They just save all their runs for the road. So you got Jose Soriano going against Lucas Giolito. Soriano's looked fantastic. Had a couple games where he's given up 3 earned runs, but Otherwise, he's looked really good. Wind is going to be blowing out, so we do see a pretty high over-under. It really works in Soriano's favor. He is the most prolific ground ball pitcher, I believe, in the MLB right now. 66% of his outs come via the ground ball. Giolito, just not somebody I can get behind. I would lean towards taking the Angels team total over. I don't necessarily want to take them to win. Red Sox are 18-13 after back-to-back home losses when we go back to last season. 4-3 this season. So they do win more than they lose in the last game of the series after back-to-back losses. So just give me the Angels team total over. Would be the only way I would play that game. Next game is going to be the Astros and the Pirates. Paul Skeens, another beautiful start, another loss. I mean, come on, man. You got to get him some pieces or trade him. You just get rid of him. Ryan Gusto going up against Mike Burrows. Mike Burrows, not a guy I can get behind here. It's an Astros spot. Burrows has pitched 8.1 innings. He has given up a decent amount of runs. He's got an 8.64 ERA, expected ERA of 5.45. He's given up a 3.33 average to righties. So there's a lot of righties on this team that can hurt you. So give me the Astros here. I wouldn't even mind taking him on the run line. I don't really love Gusto. That said, he hasn't given up an earned run in 4 away starts. So it is Astros -1 if you want to find some value. I think that's fine. This is a play that almost made the card, but didn't quite get there. Cubs and the Nats. We got Matthew Boyd going up against Mackenzie Gore. It's the battle of the lefties. Cubs haven't been great against lefties over the last week, whereas the Nats are on fire. They've been crushing lefties. We were on the over yesterday. Very, very sweat-free. Do I think the Cubs win? Yeah, I'm a little nervous with Boyd. He has almost a 4 ERA in 6 away starts. Mackenzie Gore's been pretty solid at home, 2.64 ERA in 5 home starts. I kind of just want to take the over 8.5 again. Personally, it's going to be 85 degrees, but there's going to be the slight wind blowing in. So that makes me a little nervous. Gore's done really good in terms of the Ks, but every time you watch him, I feel like he's always working out of some type of jam. So it would be the Cubs or nothing for me in this spot. Our next game is going to be Cleveland and the Yankees as we delve deep into the 7 o'clock slot here. Luis Ortiz going up against Clark Schmidt. Ortiz on the road has not been good. He's got almost a 6.5 ERA. Clark Schmidt is notably better, and this is historical. He's just always better at Yankee Stadium. I think Ortiz probably gets shelled. He probably gets a decent amount of Ks, though. I could see him striking out some guys, but we're going to take the Yankees on the money line and pair it with Ortiz to give up at least 4 hits. I don't think one happens without the other. He's given up 4 hits in every away start this season, so we've got a 100% hit rate there, and that will take us to -135. If you want to juice this up a little bit, you can get him 4+ Ks if you have DraftKings, and you can decrease that, and that'll get you to plus money. The next game is going to be the Phillies and the Blue Jays. Welcome back, Philadelphia. Bryce Harper came back, and this offense just boomed. It was absolutely insane how good they looked yesterday. That was just a beatdown start to finish. But it makes sense. Bowden Francis has been really, really bad this year. So don't mind that. On the Phillies here. So we are getting a really good number here. I don't mind taking a money line. I'm going to kind of go a different way. I like Mick Abel. He looked fantastic, but we got 1 start under his belt. He had 9 Ks, but he looked absolutely fantastic. Going up against Jose Barrios. Phillies have a good track record against Barrios. They have gotten some runs off of him. He has a pretty high ERA off of him. Pitched against him in 1 game last year, went 3.2 innings, gave up 8 earned runs. That was at Philly. Barrios has definitely been weaker at home. He's got almost a 4.5 ERA. So the angle I'm going to take here, just because Mick Abel is kind of an unknown, I just like him to get runs. Phillies are 7-0 after they've scored 6 or more runs in the previous game. And in the next game, they've averaged almost 8.5 runs. So we're going to take their team total over 3.5, and we're going to pair that with Jose Barrios to get at least 4Ks. Now, in the 3 starts he's had against the Phillies, he's had 7, 7, and 13 Ks. So it's I wouldn't say nothing's safe, but the hit rate is good, and at home he goes over that line a ton. So we're just going to take and get 4, and we know that the Phillies are going to strike out. That's just kind of what they do. All right, so let's move on to the next game, which is going to be the D-backs and the Braves. D-backs got the win yesterday. I mean, with some help. The Braves definitely helped them out a little bit, but good win there. Merrill Kelly going up against Chris Sale. Not paying this price for the Braves. Just can't do it. I think Sale gets the win, but it's too hefty of a price. I will tell you the D-backs are 1-4 after a win and facing a left-handed starter on the road this season. So there's that. But Merrill Kelly's not a guy I can trust. The value's on taking the D-backs at plus 145 or taking the under 8. I think that's the only way you play this game. Next game's going to be Rangers and the Rays. Kumar Rocker going up against Shane Baz. Can't really get behind the Rangers. Again, it's just issues with their offense. Kumar Rocker has been injured. He's coming back. I don't think he's going to pitch very well, and the Rays have been on fire. So this would be Rays -1, Rays money line. Not playing it just because there's some weather today. It's going to be 80 degrees, 59% chance of rain. We saw a delay yesterday. Delays typically lead to overs, but just not a team I can necessarily get behind. I will tell you both of these teams don't score a ton of first inning runs, but I would avoid the Nerfy with Kumar Rocker on the bump. Next game is going to be the Tigers and the White Sox. Comment down below if a Tiger screwed you in a parlay. I had them on one slip, so raising my hand right now, it did kind of hurt me. We have Sawyer Gipson Long. I don't know much about this dude. I thought he was going to pitch yesterday, but he didn't. Going up against Sean Burke. Sean Burke at home's been okay. He's got just below a 4 ERA. You could take the Tigers on the bounce back factor here, but I think you're just paying too hefty of a price for an unproven product in Sawyer Gipson Long. So this would be White Sox on the run line for me would be the only way I would play this game. Next game is going to be the Royals and the Cardinals. We do have an official play in this one. We've got Noah Cameron going up against Miles Mikolas. Quite the high scoring affair yesterday. So when we look at the Royals on the road, since going back to last season, the game following where they've scored at least 7 or more runs, they're 11-0 in the following game. So they have not lost a game the following game after they've scored 7 or more. Now, I will tell you the Cardinals go back to that same number. They're 9-2 after a loss where they scored more than 6 in a game. But I really want to take the over because if we look, they're 20-2 to the over combined after a big game. So I kind of like the over, but Noah Cameron's just been an absolute stud. So I don't know if I can get behind an over, but I do like the Royals on the money line. I think we're getting good value. We've got a trend there that I really like. And it just says that the Royals continue to score runs after a big game. You could also just take their team total over if you think Noah Cameron's going to get shelled. Now this Cardinals team does hit lefties well. So pitch mix isn't exactly great. Cardinals are second hitting the slider, fifth hitting the fastball. He throws that about a combined 42% of the time. He also throws a cutter, a curveball, and a changeup. So he has a pretty nice pitch mix here. Should be able to keep him off balance. And if I can fade Miles Mikolas, that's always a good spot I like to be in. Mikolas, 3.80 ERA at home, but he's got an expected ERA of 4.33. Just kind of feels like a game he could get shelled. The wind is going to be blowing out just a little bit. This is another game where we could have rain, we could have a delay, right? So things could happen. Another reason I kind of like the over, just let's say we get a rain delay in the third inning and Cameron doesn't come back out. Now you've got the two bullpens going up against each other. It just generally results in runs. So don't mind the over 8 either, but we're going to take the Royals on the money line. Next game is going to be Baltimore and Seattle. Don't really want to get involved in this game. Cade Povich and Emerson Hancock. Povich has been pitching much better. He's got a 5.29 ERA, but he's only got a 2.83 away ERA. Expected ERA on the season of 6. going up against Emerson Hancock, who has been getting destroyed at home. He's got a 9.53 ERA and 4 starts at home, and you're getting this Orioles team at plus 110. I lean Orioles. It's just a fishy line, and I took that over in that game yesterday. I just typically avoid Mariners home games. I just hate the stadium, and the games tend to be erratic. There was just a good trend I liked on that over yesterday, but I'm going to fade that one. Next game is going to be the Padres and the Giants. I mean, I said it yesterday. You got to take the Padres at plus money. They're just the better team. Today, it's Pivetta going up against Kyle Harrison. Kyle Harrison is not a guy I trust whatsoever. There's a reason why he started the season in the minors. Pivetta, my big issue with Pivetta is home runs. He's really cut that number down this season, and he's in a park that suppresses home runs quite substantially. So give me the Padres. On the money line, Pavetta's definitely been worse on the road. He's got a 4.32 ERA on the road, but Harrison's got almost an 8 ERA and 2 home starts. I don't love it. I think Pivetta should have a pretty nice day today. So give me the Padres on the money line. Next game, Minnesota and Oakland. You got Zebby Matthews going up against Sean Newcomb. You're getting the Twins at a ridiculously good price right now at minus 135 on DraftKings. My issue is Zebby Matthews hasn't been fantastic. He's got a 6.40 ERA. He's got 14 innings under his belt. Striking out a ton of guys. He's got 21K, so he's striking out 1.5 an inning. Going up against Sean Newcomb. Newcomb didn't look great with the Red Sox. With the A's, he's been more of in the bullpen role. So he's been pretty good when he comes in, just season order once through. It's a twin spot for me. I can't get behind the A's at a short price of like plus 114. I would need much more. It's just the whole avoiding the series sweep thing. I'm not going to fall in love with it. And Zebby Matthews isn't a guy that I want to dump all my chips on. He's got a 7.2 ERA and 2 away starts. So not going to do that. 86 degrees, 10-mile-an-hour wind. Going to be slightly blowing in, and we get an over-under of 9.5. So that kind of tells you they are expecting some runs in this very soft park, we'll call it. And then the final game on the card is going to be the Mets and the Dodgers. Dodgers got the job done yesterday. I posted a trend. Dodgers. Dodgers are 11-0 after an extra inning game at home since last season. Now they're 12-0. They just went to extras again. So, Dodgers up, just from a trend standpoint. Now, Mets this season just haven't been able to win consecutive road games. I also posted the Mets are 2-9 on the road after winning the previous game. So, just haven't been able to string together back-to-back wins on the road. That said, do they have the starting pitching advantage? Maybe. It's just 2 pitchers I don't like. I would still kind of lean over in this game. It is 9.5, but we had the wind blowing out. It's going to be 65 degrees. 2 very hittable pitchers, in my opinion. But I would go Dodgers. But you're not getting the value to take them. Minus 144 is just not enough. So it'd be, I guess from a value standpoint, you take the Mets or you take the over. But should be a good game. And that'll kick us off at 10-10. All right, let's get into our best bets. Get you guys on your way. Like I said, appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. First play is going to be the Reds on the first 5. I like that Abbott is 3-0 first 5s in day games this season. Historically, he's been pretty good in day games. And I think DL Hall, he had a good last outing, but ultimately, it's a guy that the Reds have faced numerous times, and they've been able to get to him. So I like the spot. And then we're going to take the Phillies team total over 3.5 and Berrios to get 4 Ks. Again, I like Abel. It's just he's young. He could get rocked by this Blue Jays team. So let's just go team total over 3.5. And then we're going to take the Yankees on the money line. Luis Ortiz to give up 4 hits. We're going to take the Royals on the money line at plus 110. Then we're going to take the Padres on the money line at minus 112. So those are the plays, guys. And appreciate it. And I will catch you in tomorrow's video.